What's up, guys? Off day news and notes. I will do my top 5 video later, but a lot of news broke today. First, some bad news. Nick Anderson placed on the 60-day IL with a right shoulder strain, meaning he won't be eligible until September. Anderson has had a myriad of arm issues in the past. This could be load management of sorts. To have him fresh for September. Obviously, he's got to have something going on in there because you have to have official doctor's note to allow these things to happen. So I think there's something going on there, but it might be a little bit of load management. We also added outfielder Dalton Guthrie to the AAA roster for depth purposes. I think Eli White went down with an injury, so basically the Eli White type. We also added Lucas Lipke back to the bullpen and designated for assignment Rosny Munoz, a reliever. So we'll see what Lucas Lipke can bring to the table for the boys in the night shift. And with the emergence of Ben Heller, and hopefully getting Jesse Chavez back real soon, we can definitely weather this loss. It's a big loss for sure, and the aggressiveness at the trade deadline may get higher depending on how concerned they are with the Nick Anderson injury. I know we will most likely add to the bullpen, especially with this news, whether it's load management or not. I definitely believe we will, with Dylan Lee still working back from his shoulder and things of that nature. You can never have enough pitching. So, and again, this proves it. Some good news, Max Fried, his next rehab start will be in Rome because Gwinnett opens up the second half on the road, and the Braves want Max closer to home, which makes sense. The Braves have also signed their first 6 draft picks, including Hurston Waldrop, first round pick, way under slot. The second pick, Hackenberg, went for $2 million over slot, which surprised a lot of people. They assumed that he would be under slot, but obviously the Braves see a lot in him, and I have a hard time questioning their moves because they're more right than they are wrong, and even the guys that we don't necessarily see up with us, we use them to help our team get better in the trade market. We've seen that. Isaiah Drake and Bannon also signed. Those guys were our prize picks in the later rounds. They signed over slot. That wasn't a surprise at all. We should be able to sign the rest of our guys in the next coming days pretty easily, and I believe the Braves have done a fantastic job in that way. So I'm really excited. Obviously, the injury news and the roster shakeup is a little bit of a bummer, but it's also could be clever roster management in a way. So, especially with an 8.5 game lead, we have the luxury of doing this if it is the case with Nick Anderson. But regardless, I hope he gets healthy and gets back soon because he's been a diamond in the rough for us this season, and hopefully he can get back and be a key piece down the stretch run. But it'll make the trade deadline very interesting. I do think we should be aware of the fact that the trade deadline is going to be slow in terms of deals made, I believe, and a lot of people have believed that from the beginning of the year with the third wild card and so many people in it. You have less sellers and sellers are definitely going to be more picky and more wanting more with less sellers in the market. So it's probably going to have to be something really significant to get the ball rolling in trades. Because of that, is the reality of the new playoff format and just how supply and demand works in baseball and everything. So just be aware of that it could be a slow one, but then the dam could break, or it could be one of the slower trade deadlines we've ever seen. So just be aware of that. But I think the Braves are definitely in the market for bullpen, with the myriad of injuries and struggles we've seen throughout the year. But we are in a fantastic spot, and in Alex Anthopoulos we trust always. As always, go Braves, champions forever. That is your up-to-date news on everything Braves. So I will be back later for my top five list, and I can't wait to see what you guys think. So peace out, guys.